We want to look at a very, very critical subject this morning. It is titled Dedication Despite Distraction. Dedication despite distraction. Most people serve God when the going is well. But only very few remain committed to God in the face of distraction. But I have discovered that dedication despite distraction is dedication unto drastic distinction. Dedication despite distraction is dedication unto drastic distinction. Anybody can serve God at ordinary times, but it is in real adversity or prosperity that you know who is dedicated. When it is extreme prosperity, somebody has really made money, that is when you know who is dedicated. Or somebody is faced with diversities of issues, that is when you know who is dedicated. Because we live in a world that is allergic to inconvenience and addicted to pleasure. But that dedication to God that God values and values very well is dedication that is done to God, dedication unto God in the middle of adversity, despite distractions. Because I have discovered that in life we have not been called to do what is convenient, but what is expedient. Those addicted to convenience never have a future. And so, what kinds of distractions can we experience in the course of our journey of dedication? There are 5 of them, and as usual I'll take them one per service. The distraction number 1 is the distraction of temptation. Talking about a satanically orchestrated situation, as in the case of Job. Temptation. Many people can serve God at normal times, but when there is when temptation arrives, the service bows. Number 2 is confrontation. Human confrontations or conspiracies, as in the case of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, where they were conspired against and thrown into the flame of fire for daring to serve God. Many can serve God, but when they are confronted with human conspiracies, they bow out. Number 3 is frustration. This is referring to challenging life situations. Challenging life situations that make a person feel so helpless. The case of Zechariah and his wife Elizabeth, serving God without a child for years. The case of Abraham, it was a case of frustration. Number 4 is opposition and accusation. Opposition and accusation, stroke accusation. Situation that is orchestrated by human envy and wickedness, as in the case of Joseph. Human envy, human hatred, human wickedness, confronting a life with opposition, accusations. At such times, many people cannot serve God. And the final situation is the situation of persecution. persecution is direct antagonism to faith. That one which directly comes against your walk with God. The apostles experienced that. Paul the apostle kept in prison. Many people can serve God when nothing is against them, but when people begin to resist them on the ground of their faith, then they reduce in their going to church. But I'd like you to know that it is what we do when it is not convenient that produces the most profitable results in the kingdom. David said, I will not